University's examination board, the Joint Admissions Matriculation Board, has admitted to a technical error that compromised the integrity of the results from this year's exams. This comes after a student reportedly took her own life following her performance in the exams and amid widespread criticisms of the flawed results. These saw over 300,000 students failing the exams, primarily in Lagos State and Owerri City, which is in Imo State, all in South Nigeria. Earlier, I spoke to Dr. Fabian Benjamin, the head of media at the board, and I first asked him what exactly prompted such a costly exam mishap. This is what he told me.
What actually happened was a human negligence. Somebody was supposed to do something that he didn't do, and it affected a section of a country. We examined candidates for the 2025, over 2 million candidates were registered for the SSI. 1.9 million were examined in 36 states of the Federation, including FCT, making 37. And in the course of the examination, there were some little glitches during the examination, and patches were required to be made. And a particular agent of the board who was sent to do the patch in a particular section of the country couldn't do what he was expected to do. Certainly, maybe he didn't understand the weight of responsibility that was placed on his shoulder. And instead of doing what was right, he did a shoddy job and left, and that affected the result of those candidates. What actually happened was their responses were not completely captured, and the machine marked what was there, and then they were underscored.
Well, these little glitches and the inability to install the patch has been linked to the loss of life of one of the candidates and affected results for about 300,000 candidates. What measures have been carried out first on the individuals who were involved in this? What
we did first is to ensure that a remedy is provided for the candidates, because we sincerely apologize to them for the trauma they have gone through. The chief executive apologized profusely to the candidate, and we have rescheduled them to take another examination. The agent, certainly, when you have such a thing, the first thing you do is to ensure that you disengage such a person, because he or she does not understand the weight of responsibility that is placed on his shoulder, and then you ensure that such a person does not come near your operations again. That has been done. But at the moment, what we are doing is to ensure that these candidates are rescheduled for another examination, and which will commence from tomorrow, Saturday, and up to Monday.
Why did you decide that redoing the examination is better than having the examinations that were originally done marked?
No, because of the credibility of the process. We don't want a situation whereby people will begin to feel as if scores were just arbitrarily generated from somewhere and all these things. In as much as, yes, this had happened, we had come out clearly to own up to the responsibility. We didn't deny it. We opened up our system for the public to see. We invited some credible Nigerians from all walks of life to come and do a system audit. All the centers were reviewed one after the other. We did a manual remarking beside the electronic remarking so that they will see what had happened. And through that process, we were able to isolate these centers that had happened, these 397 candidates that were involved. And instead of just marking the result and then giving them, we decided that for credibility of the exercise of the system, at no cost to the candidates, we invite them to take this examination again.
I mean, but it is at a cost. They have to sit these exams again. They have to study again. Some have to travel long distances. Is it really fair on them?
Well, if you look at the scope of our examination, at the point of registration, candidates are allowed to choose center examination towns that are close to where they are residing. Yes, no matter what it is, there will be some little cost to the candidate for transportation and here and there.